Hello and welcome back to our cwtch for another of our short reflections. One of my favourite psalms is Psalm 139, which says this: "Where can I go from your spirit, or where can I flee from your presence? If I ascend to heaven, you are there. If I make my bed in Sheol, you are there. If I take the wings of the morning and settle at the furthest limits of the sea, even there your right hand shall lead me." Some of the Psalms talk about going to the house of the Lord, going to the temple in Jerusalem. But in 586 BC, the temple in Jerusalem was demolished by the Babylonian Empire, and the people were exported, taken into exile into Babylon. So they lost their centre of religion, they lost everything. They lost their homes, their families, their government, their culture. Everything was gone. But then they learnt something special. God's presence was with them everywhere, not necessarily just in the temple in Jerusalem. So in Psalm 139, we're reminded that there is nowhere where God's presence isn't. In fact, Paul reminds us that where can we go to escape the love of God? We can't go anywhere. Nothing can separate us from the love of God. The poet, what's her name? Dorothy Frances Gurney. She wrote this little ditty, which I've often seen on plaques in gardens, and it says: "The kiss of the sun for pardon, the song of the birds for mirth, one is closer to God's heart in a garden than anywhere else on earth." She's sort of following the idea that the ancient Celtic Christians saw. God is in His creation. God's presence is everywhere. God's house is the whole world. And the great thing is that we don't have to be in anywhere special to meet with God. We can be anywhere. This cwtch is actually the old church toilet that has been just converted into a little summer house or reading room. But then we can choose anywhere to be close to God. We can choose our favourite armchair, a spot in the park, sitting with a cup of tea in a coffee shop. Susanna Wesley, when her children were small, the mother of Charles Wesley, would sit with her apron over her head so that everyone knew that was when she wanted a bit of peace and quiet. It's comforting to know that God's presence is everywhere. So this is a prayer from the late David Adam. He says: "Lord of the elements, all praise to you, made known to us in bread and wine. Hidden God, you reveal yourself in and through your creation. Every creature is a sacrament. All creation reveals your power. Open our eyes, hidden God, that we may see you, in your world, in all peoples, in every creature. Let us know that you love all and that you love us, no matter where we are. Amen." So be blessed, and we will see you for another prayer in the cwtch. Every blessing. Bye-bye.